Hi there, I'm Phil Rumsby. I'm the CEO of M-Solv. I started the company back in 2017. In fact, we're just coming up for our 13th anniversary in a few weeks' time. So, what is it we do? We're actually, I guess the biggest activity we have is actually making rather specialist production equipment, particularly production equipment for making what I would call printed electronics devices. And what we've done is combine additive, particularly digital additive processes such as inkjet printing, with subtractive processes using lasers to ablate materials, and combining those two into production processes, we can make what I would call printed electronic devices. And these can be everything from biosensors, capacitive touch panels, smart windows, displays. So any device that has thin films, has integrated sort of electronics in it, usually passive devices. There's no normally any intelligence built in. So we're not into printed memory or printed intelligence. So we're just making the substrates. But that's what you find in, for instance, a glucose sensor is basically electrochemical sensor is just a printed electronics device. And our speciality is developing the processes for clients. So we've got an R&D team here who can take somebody's concept idea and translate it into a working prototype. We've got a manufacturing facility here where we can make prototypes but also make mass production, and at the moment we're running that operation making capacitive touch panels at a very high rate. So again, print electronics devices. Then finally, if a client wants to undertake mass production themselves, we've got the design resources and build resources to make mass production equipment, whether it be in sheet-to-sheet form or reel-to-reel form. And most of our clients are Asian-based when we sell machines, because obviously that's where people go to make do mass production of devices, though the present COVID situation has made people think very much, oughtn't we to be making these things in the UK? Oughtn't we to be not depending on supply from outside? And that's benefiting us as well. So I guess the USP really is disruptive way of making devices using these hybrid technologies. Where are we in our development? I guess you'd say we're 13 years in. We've been growing steadily. We've been interrupted by the COVID event on the tool supply side, because our clients, again, mostly in Asia, have put a hold on a lot of their projects. They haven't gone away, just put a hold on them. We expect them to come back in Q4. Pretty confident of that. But on the other side, COVID has been good to us in that some of the parts we've developed and make in-house are for ventilator systems, and so that business is booming at the moment. So because we've got a diversified business, we're managing to survive COVID, and we expect to grow after the end of this year, probably in the middle of 21, we expect to get back into a growth phase. And I guess we hope we can rebound, and what we're trying to do now most actively is use this quieter period to develop new product lines. Basically, we've had lots of ideas over the last few years, but we haven't had the time to do them. This COVID period is giving us an opportunity to really focus on what we think the market will need in terms of equipment in 1 or 2 years' time, and focus on developing that so we've got a really good product when we bound back from the COVID period. What's my final goal? I guess we're expecting to, in order to grow the next phase, we need some external investment. We've had very good support by our parent company, who's China manufacturing company, but they're keen for us to grow further. They want us to grow to a 50 to 100 million pound revenue company, and therefore that's going to take some more investment to grow those new products. And that will probably come from, we hope, from BGF. They were very close to doing a deal with us before COVID situation arose, so we hope we can start talks with them again fairly shortly. And then ultimately everyone will exit in some way, whether that will be a private sale, certainly probably a trade sale. I think IPO route is unlikely. It's probably likely to be what we would expect to be a trade sale to one of the larger equipment manufacturers in the business we're in. And I guess I'm grateful to the Bessemer Society because it's allowed me to meet lots of people in similar and related areas, local to me in the Oxford area. I particularly support all of the Bessemer activities in the Oxford area because I want to use the Bessemer Society to develop our business and also help all of the local spin-out companies. So I think, I'm grateful to the Bessemer Society for the opportunity it's given me.